line, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I could tell it once I said it all. I just stayed cool, acted like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, 1 o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once again, it's Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
A hit as
as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 15.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. To the air, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
Throwing his car on third down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Allen. 14 yards that time for number 14. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 17, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's
touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox from 13 yards out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Throwing now is Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it's caught. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to 24. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Now Allen throwing on second down. That's complete to Davis.
Allen's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the moment.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a third and long after that sack. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Carr will look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go save pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Singletary again, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
If Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Allen off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Diggs going in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because
touchdown! Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Raiders 13. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On first down, Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the phone. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put